Welcome back, legends. This is the English class where you take your English from intermediate to professional level. Pause the video, find the mistakes and correct these sentences. I'll explain why each was wrong. Let's start. I'm very hot. Number 1, imagine you bought or adopted a dog to bring to work every day, like an office dog. I would love to work at an office that has an office dog. Anyway, you got the dog, but you didn't tell your boss first. This was a problem. You should have told me before buying a dog. You think quickly and you say, I tried calling you, but I couldn't reach you though. Why is this wrong? This means the same as this. So in professional communication, this is unnecessary. You don't want two buts in the same sentence because it's unnecessary and therefore sounds more emphatic, maybe more emotional. That's why in professional communication, no, just choose one. However, in casual conversation between friends, sometimes you need or want to be emphatic or to be more emotional or to really make a point. Yeah, I tried to call you, but I couldn't reach you though. So, long story short, in professional communication, no two buts in the same sentence. However, in casual conversation, yes, it's fine. Number 2, we had talked to the clients yesterday and they were fine. For this, if you already know the mistake and how to correct it, skip to this time for the next sentence. If you're not sure, keep watching. So this is a question about past perfect. That grammar structure, a had or a hadn't plus a verb 3. When do we use it? Why do we use it? Let's imagine, yesterday, you made your friend very angry. Why? Well, at 1 o'clock, you were very hungry. You ate a burger. But at 2 o'clock, your friend said, do you want to get lunch with me? You're not hungry. Now she's angry. So to say that this happened first, we need past perfect. A had or hadn't plus verb 3. To tell this story in a better way, it's good to start here. Well, she asked me to lunch, but I had already eaten. Now everyone knows that this happened first before this, and this is why she's angry. We use past perfect to say this happened before this, and they're both connected somehow. So this sentence, we don't need it. For this one, again, I am dying. It's like 30 degrees in London. If my head is sweaty and shiny, I apologize. I didn't need to wear this suit. This was unnecessary. Anyway, if you already know the answer to this question, go to this time in the video. If you don't know, if you're not sure, keep watching. Let's imagine your friend is working very late today and you say, oh no, did you eat? Are you okay? Do you need a cuddle? Always cuddle your friends, people. This guy says, don't worry, I'm used to work late. When you want to say, this is normal for me, I'm accustomed to it, it's not weird anymore, use be used to, like this. I am used to literally just means I'm accustomed to this. It's normal for me, it doesn't bother me, I'm okay with this. So this fits the context. He's okay with this. So what's the mistake? It's the verb. Remember from the last video, if I say, I used to go to the gym, that means before I went to the gym, but now no. The verb after used to is the bare infinitive. I used to go to the gym. I used to do the thing. I used to drink, blah, blah, blah. The be plus used to, which means I'm accustomed to something, the verb needs the ing form. So, don't worry, I'm used to working late. Happens all the time, I am fine. So practice this in the comments. What are you used to? What are you not used to? For bonus points, are you becoming accustomed to anything? What are you getting used to? For me, I'm getting used to waking up early. I still hate it, but it's becoming normal for me now. You can also use this to talk about what is normal in your daily life. For example, if I take this job, I'll have to wake up at 6 a.m. I don't want to do that. I'm used to waking up at 8. That's normal for me. It's also saying, this is my daily life. This is my daily routine. This is what is normal for me. I often hear this mistake in my English classes. Okay, so yes, you can skip to this time for the next one, but I advise you don't. At best, it's just a little mistake that you can learn. At worst, it can sound offensive if you say it wrong. So we really want to be careful, especially when communicating professionally. In my office, there are 2 Japanese and 1 British. This is not correct. Why? It's really important when you talk about nationalities that you know the difference between the noun and the adjective version of those nationalities. Now, some are easy. Brit is the noun. There's 1 Brit in the office. You can say that. But with the adjective, British, there's 1 British in the office? No, you need the noun. Yeah, there's a British guy in the office. There's a Polish dude. Remember the noun with the adjective. The noun of Polish is Pole. For some nationalities, the noun and the adjective are the same. There's 1 Italian in the office. There's 1 Italian lady in the office. It's the same. If you're not sure what the noun version of British is, just use the adjective, but remember the noun with it. British guy, British dude, British woman. Sometimes the noun version of the nationality can sound offensive. So just stick to the adjective version. You can't go wrong, it's very safe. Yeah, in the office, there are 2 Japanese guys and 1 British guy. In your office, in your class, how many nationalities are there? Try to write that. Wow. Okay, before my head melts, the last one. Imagine you have a terrible meeting with your clients and your colleague says, yeah, it was terrible because I wasn't there. Well, it would have been better if I would have been there. Is this correct? No, this meeting is in the past. So, would have plus a verb 3, that's okay. But this talks about the result. It would have been okay. The result of an imaginary past. You imagine if I was there. So this is the mistake? Yes. For the imaginary past condition, you need a had or a hadn't with a verb 3. So had, this is good. We keep this. The full correct sentence, it would have been better if I had been there. Or contracted, it would have been better if I'd been there. Now, there is a reason I've included this. This is a mistake British people make. Yeah, so imagine you correcting a native English speaker's English. So if your boss says, of course your meeting was bad. It would have been better if I would have been there. You can turn around and say, excuse me, speak English much? It should be, if I had been there, it would have been better. So just to quickly clarify everything, this one was not necessary because of this. In professional communication, you shouldn't have a repeat of the word that means the same thing. So, but I couldn't reach you, or I couldn't reach you though, one or the other. 2, remember we only really use past perfect to be very clear about which action happened before the next action. 1, this happened at basically the same time. 2, even if it didn't, it's not really necessary to know which one happened first. So just, we talked to the clients yesterday and they were happy. 3, remember the difference between I am used to doing something and I used to do something. I used to do something talks about a past habit, a past regular repeated action. I am used to doing something talks about something you're accustomed to. Maybe it was strange at first, but now it's normal. I live in London. I'm used to the rain. In the office, there are 2 Japanese people and 1 British guy. Remember, with nationalities, the difference is adjective versus noun. If you're not sure what the noun version is, like British is the adjective, Brit is the noun. If you don't know that, just use the adjective version. British guy, British woman, Japanese dude. And finally, past conditionals would have, with verb 3, talks about the imaginary result of a condition in the past. The condition, the if, you need had or hadn't for a negative, plus the verb 3. It would have been better had I been there. Remember, you are better than most British people. Don't let us forget that. Okay, for your notes here, I'm gonna go change because I'm boiling in this. See you in the next class. Bye.